last name. My first name is Kelly, K-E-L-L-Y. My last name is
I'll drink the water.
A-R-D-I-N-G.
Okay, Kelly, and where are you a resident of?
We're a resident of Franklin Township, Franklin Forks, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so just talk a little bit about why you wanted to speak out today after the trial.
Well, I lease with WPX, but I'm aware of the cabinet operation in the area. The reason why I'm here is to see the landowners are concerned.
That's true.
Not so much that the activists are allowed to portray their ideas and their thoughts against this. It's how they go about it. They have trespassed on private property, stopped people on public roads, made a scene, brought danger to the landowners' site, the properties. I mean, they're liable if they get hurt on their own properties. And that's just not justifiable. I don't think it's right.
So your issue is more that they're becoming kind of a roadblock to these things that are going to happen anyway, more so than their view on it?
No, they have a right to have their view, and if they want to raise issues, just do it in a proper method. I mean, there's no reason to trespass on the drill sites. I mean, landowners we don't go on the drill sites. We know that there's a safety issue. Our concern is how these people go about activity here at this point.
Those safety issues, are you saying that those are safety issues that are caused just because there's drilling going on, because it's a construction site, for lack of a better word?
It would be the same thing as if you were putting up an electric pole. You are not allowed next to an area where they have trucks with, that have booms there's guys in the area working on electrical. It's a safety issue. Anybody knows it. My particular problem is the fact that I, as a personal landowner, I don't prefer to have somebody trespassing on their property and putting themselves into danger, or cities towards the landowners and yelling and screaming and upsetting them for what? I mean, that doesn't get your point across. You can do it calmly and nicely. I respect that. I do respect that. It just has to be done in a proper way.
Have you had any personal encounters here? Talk about that.
Very personal encounter. I was driving down my dirt road one day, and there is a drill site right down the road. There's a well site right down the road. And as I was driving to pick my daughter up from school, the road was blocked by Vera. She was pulling cars aside, sticking her head in the window, getting everybody trying to rile them up. And I did not know who she was. Waiting there patiently for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I said, "Are you really blocking the public road?" At that point, she came screaming at me, leaning in my window, screaming to get off my... Every other word was an obscenity. I was in shock. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Who could be doing something like this? This is not right." And every time she seemed to calm down, she came back at it again. That's not how you approach the community to raise your concerns.
Would you say that she would be accepted better maybe by people who are pro-drilling if she was a little bit more toned down with her approach? I mean,
Definitely.
You're saying that she's coming at it pretty abrasively.
Definitely. And I respect their other side of it, their view. I do. And a lot of us do. But when you are subjected to this harassment and tour buses coming up and down our road, where we can't even get past our road because there's a tour bus blocking it, and you have people that are stopping you in your vehicle to get an interview from you on, "Don't you think this is atrocious?" And it's like, are you kidding me? Put it out there. Give facts. That's what we're asking for. If you want to give facts, we're willing to listen to you. We're not mean. I'm not holding a sign here waiting for you to be on my side. So, and they're very aggressive, and that's very frightening. Our elderly
have to get a court order against you.
raised concerns with us. We're very close community.
Every time she crosses the
I
border,
try to be an advocate for them, and it's just a shame.
For those people who are claiming that they're seeing an impact on their water source from gas drilling, what is your response to that type of thing?
Well, I have a personal view on that, quite frankly. I'm within less than a quarter mile from 2 well pads, and I have yet to have any treated water. Now, my water has gotten foggy, but it also does that when the township runs the roller down my dirt road. My concerns were addressed directly with the gas companies, for which they sent out a series of people, and DEP was involved. They did numerous water tests, all of which came back negative for any kind of harmful, an increase in iron maybe. But like I said, that's any disruption to the ground is going to give you more of what we have as natural resources in the area, which is iron, which is, other items in the rock bed. I currently have a filtration system on my own water.
So you attribute that to other things, not the drilling?
Well, yes. Not to the chemicals they use in fracking. It's just a natural part of, a vibration of the ground. I mean, and my well is 500 feet deep. So if anybody's going to get hit with it, it's going to be me. I'm going to be affected by any water table going down.
What's your response to the claim that anti-frackers have that the only reason that people like you who do have drilling on their property aren't speaking out are because you're getting paid for it?
Well, and I have to make that clear. I do not have drilling on my property. I am a landowner that has a lease with WPX, but I am not. There's nothing that I'm benefiting that would, give me a normal take on it, which I look at this whole thing as I would like to see a precedent set down that not just anybody can willy-nilly come onto my property and be dangerous and cause people harm and make a public spectacle on my personal property. Where can I say that? The judge had asked for, was there any landowner petitions? We'd be more than happy to do that. If that's what he wants, we will get the petitions going.
So will you do that now?
Oh, it's like she's I don't even know, for lack of a better word, very chaotic, very crazy. There's no need for that. I mean, to come out of an out-of-body experience, to be screaming at people with obscenities, and to why would somebody climb up on a piece of equipment when they know they're in a dangerous area? I mean, you don't see me going onto a construction site when they're building my house and, oh, I'm sorry, I'm the landowner, I can climb on your equipment. It's just not right.
It goes beyond protest, is what you're saying.
It does. It goes way beyond protest. I don't want to claim that I'm going to hold a sign up here because that doesn't serve the purpose for me. It's not a tit for a tat. It's, if you want to get your point across, publicize it, get the facts. That's what we as landowners want. If you have an opposing view and you want us on your side, give us the facts. That's all we're asking for. Every time we've asked for facts, it's been, well, not at the moment. Or we haven't been able to produce the actual proof of what's justifying their claims. There's nothing there.
But you would say if she doesn't go a little bit over the top, this is going to continue.
Well, maybe a little bit over the top, like, hey, posting a sign, I am sorry. But as far as screaming, going onto private property and putting people at risk and blocking public roads, making a spectacle by traipsing up a major Route 29 with bongo drums, and that's what we're saying. That's uncool.
So she's crossed the line.
I think she has, yes. Oh, definitely. I really felt the bulliness in her for the age, and nothing against her age, but her age, she raised my eyebrows. I was like, wow, what kind of 60 or 65-year-old woman would use that type of language? I don't allow my children to use that language. And had she approached me and I had one of my children in the car, it would have been even worse. I couldn't even imagine where I would have what I would have done at that point.
For those people who are maybe against gas drilling, but do it in a little bit of a nicer way, approaching their, do you think that she gives them a bad name?
Definitely. I have witnessed events where I've talked to anti-gas people. I could have a calm conversation with them, a back and forth conversation. We both leave. Nobody's aggravated. We both, had our opportunity to talk with each other. It's just unnecessary to pull people into this whole scene and be violent and graphic with your language. It just doesn't get the point across.
So would you say that you are pro-drilling, anti-drilling, somewhere in between?
I'm pro-information. That's what I am. That's what our community is all about. We have a citizens group, and as Brooklyn has a citizens group, it's to get us information. That has led us into meeting with these anti-gas people that just, and when we've asked them for proof and documentation, we have been not provided with it. If you want us to see your side of it, you have to give us your documented information. And so it's led us to seek our own truth, and it appears to me as though they're not producing anything that would give us any kind of, objection to what's going on in here.
It seems to me like you personally, and maybe some other people in your group, I'm not sure, are trying to look at this rationally, trying to see both sides of it. So seeing her come at it, in your opinion, unrationally, how does that feel for you kind of getting that backlash?
Well, I would normally be standing in front of a bunch of cameras. I'm not a public speaker, but I do want to represent our community. I want the judge to know that we have bases here, and that we have been asking for the gas companies to prevent this type of situation from happening. And now they're stepping up to the plate, and I feel like they are helping us as landowners. They're helping us prevent a tragedy from happening, or being stopped on our roads, or where's our rights? Where's our rights not being violated? I was so shook up from that confrontation that for 2 days I was nauseous. I have stomach issues. I mean, why does it have to become that? It's not me against Vera.
So the ATC today this hearing is about whether or not the injunction was way too broad. And so, the benefit of the